Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Twilight Princess. We're sitting here in the Renato's basement once again. Let's move this statue to the side since we're able to do that now. Let's block off the path, have it staring at him just to freak him out a little bit. And we come down here to find... Holy crap! It's a giant cannon! Looks kinda old and broken though. Link! How in places did you move that statue, and what's this? Amazing! Spectacular! This must be the sky cannon I read about in my father's notes. I knew that my intuition was onto something when it led me here. But how can one use this to get to the city in the sky? By blasting out of it, probably. Stunning. I feel almost nervous. Just think, if we could get this to work, we could actually reach the city in the sky. That's like the biggest hint of the century there. So, what do you got to say about this, Midna? Cannon, huh? What do you plan to do with this, Link? Well, let's warp it somewhere, I guess, if that's what you want me to do. Except that guy's still watching us. Hey, go away, you're invading my privacy. Ah. Perhaps I'm in your way. Well, forgive me for not realizing. I should just disappear at times like this, really? So let me know the results another time, Link. Yeah, that's right. Run on out of here. Ah yes, let me give you one last piece of advice. That seems to be broken, so you'd do well to show it to a cannon expert first, I should say. Farewell. Yeah, get out of here. We gotta do adult stuff. I wonder if I put him off. Yeah, he probably did a little bit. Alright, so now we can actually warp this cannon since Shad's gone. So we need to warp it, and he said we need to show it to a cannon expert. So who is everybody's favorite cannon expert? Yes, it's none other than that thieving clown Fier in Lake Hylia. So that's where we gotta warp it. And we get to see Midna's amazing hair strength again. Whoa. See, like, the first time I saw this, I thought she was just gonna, like, plunge it through the big crack in the ceiling. It's like, well, that might be kind of obvious there, but... So now we're warping the cannon over to Lake Hylia. There it is. It's nice and sunny in daytime here. Again, Lake Hylia is probably like the most relaxing place during the day. I really like it. Alright, so there's our cannon. Although it still is kind of broken. And we warped it a little bit far away from Fier, but now we need to walk over there and talk to him about it. Or roll over there, you know, whichever one you prefer to do. So, yeah, I hate to talk to you again, but we we kind of need your help. Hey, buddy. So, is that yours? Hey, buddy, I never thought you'd get so hooked on fantastication that you'd try to build your own cannon. Fantastication? That's not a word. So we're showing him our cannon. This is what we got. It's better than yours, I know. Don't be jealous. It's kind of retro, huh? And there's no ignition device, so you can't even use it. Listen, buddy, I suppose I might be able to fix it for you. Oh, that's good. You might help us out for once. I mean, maybe. Maybe? That is, if you can pay me 300 rupees in advance. What do you say? Oh, man, you are such a ripoff. But we don't really have a choice, so... yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, I knew you'd see the light, buddy. No, I'll just be a sec. So, cue the speed montage of fixing the cannon. So here's your lesson, kids. If you ever have a cannon that's broken and you want to fix it, just hit on it in random places with a hammer for a few days, and eventually it will come out looking just like this. Ta-da! There's our huge ancient cannon. It's got feet and everything. It's pretty cool looking. Here we go, buddy. All working as it should, I think. It may look like junk, but this thing's got some powerful innards. You're gonna be knocking on it over the heavens. Seriously, bud, it might be rough. So I'm sorry for soaking you for the dough. Yeah, you better be. Heh, well, you just have all the fun you want, okay, buddy? Okay, buddy. Now, I'm never gonna talk to you again for the rest of the game. Get out of here. Alright, so here's our cannon. Look at it in all of its glory. It's pretty cool. So, how are we gonna use this thing, you might ask? Well, if we go around to the back, we can see there's a claw shot target in the back. So, of course, we just need to pull ourselves up. And who's this running towards us? Oocca, running very quickly, flapping her wings, and she jumps into the cannon. Whoa, our cannon is walking. That's awesome. And... oh! So with that, we finally completed our passage into City in the Sky. This is our next dungeon. And hopefully we're going to find our final piece of the mirror. So there's Oocca. She kind of floats like a duck. It's kind of funny looking. Phew, gracious, we made it back, finally. Welcome, adventurer. This is the Sky City of the Oocca. Since you came all this way, I guess I can give you a tour of the city. Eek! What is it? Whoa, it's a dragon. With black armor. Kind of cool looking. Apparently it's causing quite a commotion around here. I'm hearing a bunch of squeaking Oocca back there. Oh, it's just one Oocca, never mind. That one thing is making all that noise. That's pretty incredible. Oh goodness, brave adventurer, you won't believe it. There's a dragon raging outside the city walls. Oh, you think? Oh, I'm terribly worried about everyone. I'm gonna check in that shop for survivors. Okay, so apparently that shop is where we need to be heading. So let's do that. Now around here there's going to be random gusts of wind because we're pretty high up. So if you're standing on the bridge, there's a chance you might get blown off. But as long as you time it right, or you can wear your iron boots, you should be alright. So this store is incredibly pink for some reason. And kind of ancient looking. It's pretty cool, I guess. So Oocca is over here. Oh, I'm sorry for earlier, adventurer. I have a name, you know. Ooh, but you're planning on walking around the city and taking it in, right? I'm worried about the others, and this is an emergency. I can't just stand around waiting. Please take me too. I won't help you warp to the surface, but I will bring you back to the shop anytime. So Oocca is now with you. She's a reliable Oocca friend. Aww. I don't know, I haven't really used her that much at all. I used her once just to show you how it worked, but... whatever. So, yeah, you know, there's a shop back there. You can buy stuff if you want, but, you know, nothing really important's back there. You should have enough supplies already that you won't have to worry about it. So, let's take care of this thing. I think the wind's going to blow any second now, and it should blow the way I'm facing. Just to, you know, show you guys what that's like. Oh, okay, it's blowing, but it's not blowing me. That's kind of weird. Oh, well, whatever. So now we need to head in the other direction. There's 4 steps here, but the way back to the south leads us back to our cannon. So, you know, if you want to go back, you can go that way. But we're going to continue forward. Let's get out our bow and arrows and the iron boots just so we can deal with the wind. Alright, so let's put it on so we're not being blown around while shooting this thing. Oh, I guess the wind kind of knocked that away. So we shoot that crystal, the gate opens, and now we can make our way forward. Oh, the wind's blowing me back. Fight it. There we go. And once we walk up to this door, we get introduced to the City in the Sky. It's kind of cool looking. It's really a pain to get around, though, and it's probably the most labyrinthian dungeon in this entire place. Like, it's worse than the Lake Bed Temple by far as that's concerned. So it can be a little hard to get around, but, whoa, I keep falling back there. But if you know which way to go and, like, what you're doing in general, then it can be kind of easy, or it can be not so hard, rather, I guess, to think about what you need to do next. So we can grab onto these random Oocca who are, walking around here. They look just as strange as, Oocca does. And we can use them to fly across like we would with Cuckoos, and get run over by a Helmasaur. Alright, dude, let's go. But, oh, come on. Knock him off, do something. There we go. Whoa. Okay, that'll work, I guess. Alright, so once we get down here, these blue blocks will fall away if you stand on them, like that. So, definitely don't stand on those for too long. You got quite a few seconds before they will actually fall, though. So, these Oocca can also, for some reason, walk around on walls. They can walk on the ceiling, too. I don't think there's any up here, but in later places they will be. So we grab onto one with the claw shot, and now we can fly over here. Climb up this little ledge, and we can make our way through to the next room. You haven't really seen anything yet. This is This right here is pretty much the main central hub. There's not really a whole lot to do in this room until literally like the very end of the dungeon, but this is pretty much your, like literally this is exactly in the middle. Let's get a heart so it can be at full life. As you can see, there's a door to the north, to the east, and to the west, and then back, of course, back to the south where we came from. The way actually to get to the end of the dungeon is here to the north, but there's this big fan here that we actually need to activate. You may see something interesting up there. We'll get to all that later, of course, much later. But that's pretty much all I have time for right now, so in the next part we'll continue forward in the City of the Sky. Until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.